comic book fans, and welcome to another suddenlycomics.com video. Today I'm attempting to record this in my comic room. Behind me is my work table where I do all my pressing and cleaning. So I thought I'd do my show here today. Right. So what am I doing with you today? I've picked up an auction lot about this. I have picked it up about 10 days ago. It was up north somewhere. I think it was in Liverpool. Anyway, I picked up what I'm going to show you. Picked up one lot, and it was described as a century of comics, a century of comics from the 20th century. So that immediately intrigued me. It described itself as over 200 comics, and it did have some photographs of what was in it. So these are the type of lots that I like, where you haven't seen everything. There's still a bit of mystery about it, and from what I saw, there was some really interesting stuff. So I bought this lot, including the buyer's premium. It came to about £300. So these arrived, it cost me £30 for postage, so 330, something like that for these comics. There's about 250, 260 of them. I'm not going to show you them all, don't worry. Yeah, so about £1.50, maybe £1.30 a comic. I think I got a cracking deal. Now, you are going to see comics from across a century, really. So we're going to start with this one, and I think this is one of the earliest comics or boys' adventure magazines that I have. It is called The Surprise. It is half a D. Now, immediately the pricing there tells me half a penny that this is an old comic. It's in beautiful condition for a comic that is 126 years old. Yes, this was published on August the, so it says here that next issue is out on August the 19th, 1898. So this one is the week before, so this one is August the 12th, 1898. Look at that. Phenomenal. And there's the back. They're running a competition. So if you win the competition, you won 10 shillings. I can tell you, 10 shillings, quite a bit of money back in 1898. So there we go. Now imagine, sort of with a sort of history hat on, the boys reading this, maybe 10 or so, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, 11. What happens in 1914 is we go to war. We have the Great War, 1914 to 1918. So the kids reading this would have been exactly the people who were called up to fight in the First World War. So they'd grown up reading this stuff about, daring do and bravery, and they end up in the trenches in World War One. Very sad. Right, okay, so that's the oldest one. There is then a huge quantity of these. Okay, so this is a very famous British boys' adventure magazine called The Magnet. And this is issue number 520. Remember, these things were weekly. Okay, so issue 520 means this has been running for 10 years. Okay, and this is these are dated actually. Yeah, this is the 26th of January 1918. So we're right at the end of the First World War here. This is 20 years after the first one that I showed you. Right at the end of the First World War. There are about 40 of these, all from a similar period, from about 1918 through to about 1926. Now I have got some of these already. You would think that these old comics were worth a large amount of money. They aren't. They are rare, especially in a sort of decent condition like this one. This was in a really good condition. But, you know, if I wanted to sell these, and I don't, they'll probably get about £5 each. The one from 1898 might get a bit more, but five to £10 each if you wanted to sell them, and then it's a very small market of people who are interested in buying them. The famous character from The Magnet is called Billy Bunter, who goes on, has quite a long comics career, and eventually appears on television. So there we go. We got a lot of those. There was about 60 or 70 old boys' adventure magazines. But you know, for me, they are comics. You know, they've got pictures that help to tell the story. It's mostly text, but it's interspersed with pictures. Admittedly, there aren't any speech balloons, so you can argue whether they're comics or not. I think they are. Right, so there we go. We covered from 1900 through to about 1930 with those ones. What am I going to show you next? Okay, I'm going to show you next. Included in this lot were some pulps. And these are worth something. These are from about 1950, so we have missed out the 1940s here, and a bit of 1940s. But we do have some stuff from 1951. Actually, although I say we haven't got anything from 1940s, I actually think this one is from the 1940s. Okay, this is Detective Aces #1. Okay, and you can see it's priced at £1. And you can see in this corner here, you can see the L. Miller and Son. So this is a very early L. Miller and Son reprint. The original of this is from 1940. It says copyright 1940 on it. Now L. Miller was operating in the 40s. Very early L. Miller of this. So this is possibly from the 1940s. So there we go, a nice pulp there. We then have a couple of pulps from the early 1950s. Again, these are UK reprints. This is really nice, and this is in really nice grade. So this is the Black Mask Detective, and there's one of these on eBay in not as good shape as this, selling for about 60 quid. So you know, considering I paid around £1.50 for this, it was a complete bargain. That is in really good shape, from 1951, the Black Mask Detective. I've also got a slightly late, same year. It's not in as good condition as the first one I showed you, but it is also from 1951. It's a couple of months later than the first one I showed you. You know, we've got women in red dresses in jeopardy, so they're always worth something on a pulp cover. And another one again, a UK reprint from the 1950s. This is Fantastic Adventures, priced £1 in Great Britain. And this is really nice. We've got a woman, for some reason, looks like she's in King Arthur's court. She appears to be wearing a very modern looking dress, and she's in chains, so it's a bondage cover. Excalibur and the Atom by Theodore Sturgeon. There we go. So those 4 pulps came in this lot. They're one of the reasons I bought it, because I do like some pulps, and I do know they're actually increasing in value. Right, okay, what we then have is I've got a huge load of EC reprints. So I'm not going to show you all of them. There were about 30 or 40 of these. So there we go. That is Weird Science. Really nice pink cover here. Weird Science #12. Now, when you get these EC reprints, there were 2 phases of EC reprints. So these are reprinting sort of golden age horror from EC, pre-code horror. Now, EC themselves did these reprints. You can see it says EC, and then on the other side it's got the EC logo. in the early 70s. So these are from about 1973. And I got about 12 of these from about 1973. And these are more collectible than the later ones, which come from a publisher called Gladstone, which I'll show you in a minute. But they've got great covers, the traditional, you know, EC design with the huge trade dress, and then some great, usually great artwork. So some great artists working on the EC back in the 50s. We've also got some shock suspense stories. So these ones which are the EC reprints of EC comics from the 1970s are worth more than the later ones. I do have one which is quite yeah, I do have Crypt of Terror #1, which is, again, it's a reprint from the 1970s. That's in really nice grade, and that'll sell for about 20 quid. So they are worth something, these, especially since I paid £1.50 each for them. Those are worth a £5 each all day long. Right, then we got quite a few. That's an ECEC. Ah, here we go. I got quite a few, probably similar number, about 15 to 20 of the 1990 reprints. So this is from a company, although it says EC on one side, on the other side it's got that sort of triangle logo. That is Gladstone. Okay, so be careful when you're buying these. These are later reprints. These have come from the 1990s, early 1990, and they're not worth as much as the EC reprints, but they're still really nice. And again, I think £3 to £5 each for these is a reasonable call. And again, I got about 15 to 20 of those. Right. Okay, then there was a bunch of other stuff, quite a lot. So I've separated this out. I've moved the Marvel stuff out. There was a bit of Marvel stuff, not DC stuff. Not a huge quantity, but there was some in there. So here's the ones that were sort of Marvel. We've got, and these are all in really good condition. Okay, all the rest of these comics that I got in this lot, including all those EC reprints, are in approaching near mint, very fine plus near mint. So we've got Creatures on the Loose #20, which of course I've got, but I don't think it's in as good condition as that one. So I'll probably be keeping that. We've got the Shadow #3. I've had this and sold it, and now I've got it back again. Nice cover there. Is that Kaluta? I think it is Kaluta. Kazar #6. Oh no, Astonishing Tales #18. And here we've actually got a minor key here. And again, I've got this, so I'll probably be selling this on. It is Astonishing Tales #13. It is the first cover appearance of Man-Thing. Yeah, first cover appearance of Man-Thing here. So, and that's in really good condition. That's probably worth 20 to 30 quid, I think. So this was definitely a great pickup. This is nice. I haven't got this. This is Plop #1. Basil Wolverton, in really good shape. I haven't actually checked to see what the price of that is, but it won't be going anywhere because I haven't got Plop #1. And in that condition, it's really nice, very collectible. Okay, now then, that's about it for mainline Marvel and DC stuff. The rest is all indie. Now I picked up, there were two copies, Charles Burns I think his name is, and I do collect this series, and I didn't have these two. This is an expensive series of comics. The art is amazing. I may do a special on this. It won all sorts of awards when it came out. This is what's he called, the artist in this? Oh, hang on, I'm going to have to check it up. He's not called, is he called Charles Burns? I don't, it's annoying me now. These are from Fantagraphics. They're brilliant quality. I mean, look at this. These are great comics. Rightly won a load of awards when it came out. I'm trying to find the indicia, which of course I can't find. Is it at the back of the book? Can't find it anywhere now. It doesn't say anything at all about who the author is or when it came out. Right. Some of you will know, and you can. There's no indicia on this at all. It doesn't say what issue number it is. It doesn't say doesn't say when it was published. Oh wait, I found it. Black Hole 5 is published by Phantom Graphic Books, 1998. Charles Burns. I knew it was something Burns. I think I'm getting confused with the guy in The Simpsons. So yeah, great series. If you haven't got it, do look it out. I do think the art is and the story is very original. It's very rare you get something completely original in comics, but Black Hole genuinely was fantastic. Right, so that's two of those. They'll go for a tenner, and they're near mint. Those are £10 to £20 books. And I think I'm approaching having got all of them over a period of about 2 to 3 years. Right. Okay, I've then got a whole load, the rest of this stuff, and there's about 50 of them, are underground sort of stuff. Here's a Bernie Wrightson I've never seen before. It's called Night Terrors. A great Bernie Wrightson cover. Again, all these in near mint. This is Robert Crumb. There's a fair bit of Crumb here. I've had this. I've already got this. I have sold a copy of this, and now I've got another one in near mint. Very nice. That is Bill Clinton on the cover. Robert Crumb. I have then got a couple of issues of Young Lust. This is issue 1. I've never seen issue 1 of Young Lust before. There it goes. 2 weeks ago he was dry humping me in the elevator, and now I'm lucky if he remembers my goddamn name. Fantastic stuff. This is the comic that goes all the way, gals, guys, or whatever. There's excitement here for everyone. Adult material. Okay, great. I love these underground things. And I've got a copy of I think this is acceptable because her boobies are covered up. This is Young Lust, number 5. Somewhere around it, maybe I've got more Young Lust. So I don't know if I've got the complete set, because I do collect underground comics, so a lot of these will be staying in my. I've never seen some of these. We've got Captain Guts. We've got Laugh in the Dark, number 1. These are all underground comics from the early 1970s. Most of these. Some of them are a bit later. This is a great comic. I already have this. This is again from Fantagraphic Books. It is Untamed Love, number 1, and it reproduces Frank Frazetta's romance comics. I think there's 2 issues of this. Look at that artwork there by Frank Frazetta. That's great. I've got that, but I think this is in better condition than the one I've got. And here we go. We have issue number 1, I believe. Oh, issue number 2 from Rip-Off Press. Rip-Off Press were one of the main publishers of underground comics. We've got Armadillo number 2. So there's a load of these guys. I will show you some of the. I'm not going to show you all of them because there's a stack of them. Corn-fed Comics. Don't know what issue it is. Adults only. Two-Fisted Zombies. These are all from the same lot. Oh, I love this cover. I think I've already got this. I think I picked one of these up earlier this year. Middle Class Fantasies, #1. Bent. All of these in fantastic condition. San Francisco comic book #2. It's a wraparound cover. Check this one up. Sells for about 20 to 30 quid. In these sort of conditions, these are absolutely all near mint. Minty, minty, minty. Hungry Chuck biscuits. Right, we've got a bit of Tim Vigil here. I've had this and I've sold it and I've got it back again. It's a great cover. It's a homage. It's a House of Secrets 92 homage cover. Tim Vigil. And I've never had #2 before. So I've now got issue 1 and issue 2 of Splatter. Right, I'm just not going to show you all of these because there's just hundreds of them. What I will show you is the Robert Crumb stuff. Not the Robert Crumb, the Richard Corbin stuff. These are in fantastic condition. Well, hang on a minute. Before I show you the Richard Corbin stuff, also in this lot, unbelievably, was some Dave Stevens. You know, picking these up for £1.50 is crazy. Here is Star Slayer #2 in near mint. That is the first appearance of the Rocketeer. First appearance of the Rocketeer, there you go, for £1.50 in near mint. Second appearance of the Rocketeer in near mint. And finally, in the Dave Stevens, there are 3 Dave Stevens in this lot. This is Seduction of the Innocent, 3-dimensional Seduction of the Innocent, Dave Stevens cover. This is a £30–40 book. It's in near mint and it's got the original 3D specs with it. There you go. That's not a bad pickup, is it? I think I've well got my £300 worth. Right, I'm going to show you the Corbins because they are fantastic and some of them I've never seen before. So, come on, Mr. Corbin. Here we go. This is a second print of Fantagor. I've got one of these, but this is in miles better condition. If you ever find a first print of this is they are really rare. Okay, now you can tell the first print because it has no price on it has nothing. It doesn't say anything here. I've never seen a first print of Fantagor. This is very early Richard Corbin. However, this is still worth as even as a second or third print. This is still a really pricey book. It's this is a £30 book. That's going nowhere because that is the best condition I've ever seen one of those in. We have then got Fantagor #2. Again, rip-off press. Again, it's Corbin stuff. Fantagor #3. I have already got Fantagor #3. Hadn't got #2. Have got #3. This is in much better condition. And Fantagor #4, which I've never had a copy of before. There you go. What great comics. So Fantagor 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then we've got, and I've not seen these before, this is again really early Richard Corbin. This is called Grimwit #1, and this is Grimwit #2. And what is special about this is the first appearance of Den. Yeah, Richard Corbin's famous character Den first appears here in Grimwit #2. Fantastic. Those are all going into my Richard Corbin box, as is this, because I haven't got this either. This is Rolf. This is the story about a dog which gets reprinted in a number of other publications, but here we have it as in its original format. Very nice. Rolf #1. Well, it's a one-off from Rip-Off Press in near mint. Then we've got a title called Up from the Deep, again from Rip-Off Press, again Richard Corbin. We've then got Anomaly. I've already got this, but not in that condition. So some great Richard Corbin stuff there. I'm not going to show you all the. Oh, this one's nice. We've got and again, this is great. This is worth 30 quid. Big Apple Comics #1 from early 70s. There's one mid 70s probably. It's $1, but that's it's a great cover. There's it's in New York, and there's a pterodactyl attacking a T-Rex, and the guy's saying, "Oh boy, if it isn't one thing after another." Great, love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm going to stop in a minute. There's too many of these. Oh, another Richard Corbin. Fever Dreams. Fever Dreams adults only. I presume that's either or what. This is Kitchen Sink Enterprises. Right, and then I've got a really nice. This is not Richard Corbin, but this is early. This is from 1970. This is an underground comic called Skull. That is Skull #1. This is just an amazing collection of underground comics here. Skull #4. And I do collect underground comics. I think I have already got this one, which is Skull #5, but not in that condition. And we also, I think I've got this one as well. Skull #6. Really nice. So yeah, a fantastic pickup here. There's another 20 or so of these. Just to see if I will show you one of them. We got Snarf as well. Snarf #1. That is another well-known underground comic. I've never seen #1 before. There it is in virtually near mint condition. There's a few copies of Snarf. There's some sort of Eros comic stuff with naughty covers. Yeah, so we've got The Kinky Hook. This is by Eric Stanton, who was a sort of real bondage guy. This is really nice. This is this comic is actually reproduced as Matt Baker stuff. So that's not a Matt Baker cover, but inside of it, it's all Matt Baker. So that's a nice. That's not a sort of smutty one. That's just a. I do like the cover. It's a great good girl cover, but inside it's all Matt Baker. We do have the erotic worlds of Frank Thorne. Now, I do think I've got a couple of these from back in the day, but I don't think I had this one. This is #3, featuring Moonshine Muck Jugs. These are definitely adult comics. And also the following one. No, it's #5. Also featuring. Oh no, this is featuring Danger Rangerette. So yeah. Oh, and I have to show you one of these. So then I've got a number of things called Barbarian Comics. So this is Barbarian Comics #1. Sort of doing a sort of silver surround there. I've got Barbarian Killer Comics. No idea about that one. And then this is a fantastic cover by Redondo. I will have to do some editing on this one. I'm going to have to do some finger editing. There we go. Just a fantastic cover. Never seen this before. This sells for 30 quid. Really nice. That's Barbarian Women Comics. Okay, right. I think that's enough. There's a whole stack more of these. So what a great lot. There's sort of 50 or 60 comics from, well, there's one from 1898. There's then about 50 or 60 between about 1918 and 1926. We've then got some nice pulps from 1940s, early 1950s. We've then got a load of EC reprints from the 1970s and 1990s. We've then got a few scattered Marvels, including the first cover appearance of Man-Thing, and then probably about 50 or 60 underground comics from the early 1970s. Just an amazing lot. Really pleased to have picked it up, and the condition was way, way better than I thought it was going to be. Those underground comics hardly look like they've been read. It must be somebody who bought them new, put them away. I mean, I've rebagged and boarded everything here. Okay, so they all needed rebagging and boarding. The existing bags and boards were in severe need of replacing. So there you go. What a fantastic pickup. I hope you've enjoyed this one as much as I have. That's your lot. See you again soon.